Alright guys, this is part 2, Wonder Woman, and we are going to be working on the skirt.
Skirt. Comfortable.
Yeah, and really quick tutorial. Hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so I'm going to start off by taking my wife's waist measurements. And then I'm going to take that measurement, divide it by 4, and then add 3 inches to that, if that makes any sense to you. Because I kind of lost myself in that. Well, anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this rooftop upside down looking shape thingy. And then I'm going to take my ruler, which is about 1 inch wide, and then I'm going to draw these 2 lines, which is going to be folded. So that's where your 2 inches come in, and then where the 3rd inch come in is for seam allowance. So when you go in to sew the edges in. Now you're going to need 4 of these, which is going to be your front, back, and your sides. And notice how I made the top a little more narrower than the bottom. This will give it the flare down effect, I guess. I don't know what you really call that. I have my fabric folded in half so that way I can cut 2 of these pieces at the same time. Now this will be for my sides. And as for the front and the back, I want these a little bit longer. So I added about 1 inch to the height of the front and about 2 inches height to the back. Now you should end up with 4 of these. I'm going to take my straight edge ruler and then I'm going to line up the hash marks. And then I'm going to take my iron in synthetic mode and then apply a little bit of heat. Anything hotter than synthetic mode, you can probably melt plastic. So you don't want to do that. This should keep it somewhat in form or in shape until I sew everything together. So far so groovy, and I want to add some metal trimming to the bottom. So I'm going to take this gold fabric that I picked up at Walmart. I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to add a little bit of trimming on the bottom. I have this attachment thingy for my sewing machine, which allows me to sew on the trimming on the very bottom. Walmart has a better solution. You can pick up this metallic bias tape. It comes in different sizes and color, and it's very easy to use. I kind of wish I went this route, but I didn't discover this until after the fact. But anyhow, after I get all my trimmings together, I'm going to go ahead and sew in all the edges, and then I'm going to go back and sew all the folded areas about midway up so that it is still flare out when my wife is walking around, or if I decide to wear it. You're probably wondering why I'm using black stitches, because I want the stitches to be seen, because yeah. Now that you get all these 4 pieces all sewn up and together, it should look something like this. Notice how the trimming really sets it off, kind of give it that little bit of whatever, and then it flares open on the bottom. Now I'm gonna cut out the sides. I don't have exact measurements for it, but it's gonna look something like that, and I'm basically just winging it. It's gonna be slightly wider than these 4 pieces, and they're gonna just go over the top of the 2 sides, kind of like that, sorta, maybe. Yeah. Now it's time to sew it all together. It's going to look something like this once you have it all stitched down. Notice how the side strap pieces that I just made kind of overlaps the front and the back. Now I'm going to make the waistline. I think that's what that's called too. I'm going to take my iron in synthetic mode and I'm going to fold it in half. Then I'm going to sew the edges with the material side facing each other. And then I'm going to go the first round and I'm going to fold it back over. And then I'm going to sew right on that seam that I just sewed a while ago. It's going to look something like this. It's going to give it a cleaner finish. Somewhere along the way my measurements were a bit off, but it's okay. Just cosplay. I went ahead and added a little piece. I'm using this hole puncher to punch some holes before I add this button. Now I got this really cool tool that just squeezes the buttons in, but you can go to Home Depot and they have these snap buttons for really cheap, and they come with some generic tools that you can use to punch it in. But I have this, I'm going to use it. I decided one snap button wasn't enough, so I went ahead and used 2. Now if you don't have to necessarily go this route. You can actually sew on some buttons. Some sewing machines have features where you can actually sew on button thingies. I don't know what you call those either. Hope y'all learned something. In the next video we're gonna cover the accents like this piece and the belt. Hopefully I can have that out like by tomorrow or something. I don't know.
Hi Ninja.
Stupid dog.
Stupid dog. He loves him.
Or this video shout out, or And this video shout out goes to
Joy. Hi, Joy.
Hi Joy.
Hi, Callie.
Hi Callie.
Ninja says hi.
Who's Callie?
Her doggy.
Oh, hi Callie the doggy. We're gonna start doing cosplay and chill on YouTube. We tried it out on Facebook and it was so much fun, so we decided we're going to move it over to YouTube where I have a much bigger audience. And yeah,
At least
it'll
once
be
or twice a month.
yeah. We're gonna be
Once or twice a month or week.
I don't know. We might do it every week. Who knows? But yeah, make sure you guys hit that notification button so you guys will know whenever we get a live streaming going on. It'll be like a bunch of Q&As and we'll do some giveaway stuff too that we can give away live. Don't forget to like me on all my social feed, Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter.
yeah, something like that. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed.
Oh.
What are you pointing at?
The link below.
What if I put the link up here?
You put it right here then. The link here or right here? Or
Hi,
is it
guys.
right here? You're silly.
See you guys later.